How about at DISA? Top priorities for you this year and next?
So we have a couple of really big priorities. I already talked a little bit about the OCONUS push towards pushing cloud connectivity and edge compute towards the tactical edge for the warfighter. One of our big focus is JADC2, which is the ultimately combining all of the command and control systems within the department together. We view cloud as a key enabler to making that happen. Not necessarily that it's a cloud capability, but we view cloud as a key enabler for making that capability happen. So down that road, we're doing a couple things. We have what's called JWCC, the Joint Warfighter Cloud Contract, which is out being developed right now. And the idea there is it's going to be that bulk buying contract where mission partners can leverage to get their cloud computing needs without having to do individual contracts for every service agency at COCOM. The other thing we're working on is, and I hate to piggyback on the zero trust effort, right, that seems to be worn out as we get going, but we have a project underway called Thunderdome, which is basically a proof of concept of how we can do zero trust, in the department and still meet all of our security requirements. So piggybacking a little bit about what Matthew and Paul were talking about there. Thunderdome is actually an effort for us to put those practices into play. And then containers, right? So we've talked a little bit about containers and Kubernetes, how that fits into the overall cloud picture from an individual services and agencies perspective. We're actually doing a containers as a service capability that we're launching this year based around Kubernetes, where you'll be able to build containers and move them from on-prem to off-prem to commercial cloud to back on-prem to meet your mission needs. And we view, containers as kind of that key enabler for making that transition happen in that hybrid model that I talked about early on.
John, if I may, I'm going to ask you to just give a layman's definition of containers. People hear containers and they're wondering, are these containers that are in the ocean that are, I'm waiting for my pressure washer to show up? What's a container?
Yeah, so when we talk about containers, I hate to say a product name, but we're typically talking about Docker containers in the Kubernetes environment, where you're abstracting the security and the capabilities away from the operating system that's running in the cloud and to a container, which is a standardized box, for lack of better, a logical box that runs in the environment that you can run a series of services in. So what most organizations are doing is they're leveraging containers for very specialized services. So you have web server containers and you have database containers, and you get to kind of plug and play those containers together to create your applications in a kind of streamlined fashion. So
kind of a Lego block environment. Thank you for that explanation. I apologize for putting you on the spot there.